Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 59 of Gains, and this one is titled Back to the Gym. Poor Yin. She looked at you, and you looked at her. Are you here? She whispered to you. You nodded. Yeah, it's okay to let him know. He replied softly. Yeah, she's here, Kiri, she replied brightly. Oh, good. Can I talk to her? He asked gingerly. I'm still keen on the gym if she is. Are you keen on the gym? Mina asked you. You suddenly started chuckling. Why is everyone talking around me? You asked her. Yeah, I'm coming, you called to Kiri. Hi, Yin! His bright voice came through the door and you and Mina chuckled. He's like a happy golden retriever that just realised its owner is on the other side of the door, she chuckled. I better go, you said with a smile as you stood up. Thanks, Mina. Sorry for dumping on you. And please don't say anything. The situation is awkward enough as it is. This information stays locked in the vault, she said solemnly, pointing to her chest and then drawing a cross across her heart. You gave her another smile and then walked to the door and opened it. If Kiri had a tail, it would have been wagging furiously by now. He just looked so happy to see you. Hey, you said shyly. Sorry, I'll just change and then we can go? Yeah, no worries. I gotta get changed too, but I wanted to find you first, he said as you closed Mina's door and walked with him back to your room. I'll only be a second, you promised. I'll come down to your room, okay? Okay, done deal. I'll see you soon, he replied with a bright, toothy grin. You smiled back and then entered your room while he headed back to his room. Within 5 minutes, you were walking down the hall towards Kiri's room with your gym pants and gym shirt on, feeling the part. You knocked on his door and he called out to let you know that he had heard you and was coming, and then grabbed his things and walked to the door. Sorry it's a little later, he said as he pulled the door closed behind him. I wasn't expecting such a long chewing out from Aizawa. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. How did it go? You asked, striking up a conversation as you both walked to the elevator. Just the usual. Respect the teacher's time and stuff like that. Which I totally agree with. I do usually try and be good in class, he added. I'm a good student. The elevator doors opened and you both stepped in and waited for the doors to close and the lift to take you to the ground level. I know, you chuckled. It's okay. It was a weird situation. It was mostly my fault for making you late, you added. I wouldn't let you get in trouble though, he added quickly. I'd always take the blame for you. The doors opened and you stepped out silently together. You don't need to do that for me, you said shyly. But I would, he said again, giving you a soft look. Well, you definitely did take this one for me this time. Thank you, Kiri, you said with a smile. Any time, he replied with a giant grin. At the gym, you both entered, you in front of course, and headed to the entry gates. Hey, Kiri, Nee called from her place at the front desk. Oh, hey, Nee, Kiri replied, walking beside you. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I've been taking the later shift. I don't get off until 11 p.m. tonight, she sighed dramatically. Oh, that's a hard slog. But you got this, he said with a friendly smile. You stopped beside him when he stopped and couldn't help but watch the two interact. I wish I had someone to take me out for drinks after a long shift standing here and not being able to train. I just wish I could train all afternoon and then go out all night, she said quite pointedly. You knew she was referring directly to Kiri being the one to take her out for drinks, and you also saw that she had used his favourite thing in the world, training, to try and keep his interest in the topic. That would be good, to be able to train all afternoon. Hey, Kiri replied to her, but looked at you, and you immediately panicked. No, don't bring me into this, she's going to really hate me now, you thought. It super helps when you train with someone that you like too, Kiri said, still looking at you, and then back to Nee. Nee's eyes flashed across to you, and you could feel the fire in them, almost singeing your eyebrows off. She hummed. She couldn't bring herself to say anything else, as that would give her true feelings away. Anyway, we better get going. The quicker we train, the quicker we can be out of your hair so you can be done for the night, Kiri said to Nee, as he stepped forwards and placed a hand on the gate. True, Nee said stiffly, as she pressed the button to let you both in, and you whispered a thank you as you snuck through the gate and followed Kiri to your usual workout area. Okay, what are we doing today? I forgot to ask. You asked Kiri as you put your bag down on the ground once you'd gotten to the dumbbell rack. Oh, deadlifts today, he said happily. Ugh, I hate them, you groaned playfully. Don't worry, I've got something special for today. It's super manly, he said excitedly. I'm concerned, you said suspiciously. I don't like super manly surprises. Kiri chuckled. Trust me, he said with a crooked smile. Now I'm even more concerned, you said, which made him laugh a little. It's okay. Now, I'm going to give you some fives, he said, walking over to the weight rack. Wait, 5s? You asked, your eyebrows raising up. Not 7s? You usually throw me some 7s. Nah, we're staggering today, he said with a wink. But we've never staggered, you replied. What does that even mean? It means we do deadlifts, but one leg's holding most of the weight. It's like 80-20. 80% of the weight is in the leg that you're exercising, and 20 is in the other. That's there to balance. You blinked at him. I'm gonna need a proper visual guide, I think, you said. Okay, do what I do, okay? He instructed, and put all of the weight in his right leg, and then placed his left foot beside his right foot. You did the same. Yup, just like that, he added. Now, plant your left heel there next to your right heel, and turn your left foot out so it's 90 degrees to your right foot. You watched as he did it and copied him. Good, he nodded. Now plant your left toe and rotate your left heel out away from your right heel, so it looks like you're standing on train tracks, but all the weight is still in your right leg, and only a little bit of weight is resting in your left toe. You did as he said and stood there. That's perfect, Jin, he praised. Nice form. Thanks, you said, not daring to move from your spot, looking like a Simon Says Freeze type player. I hope you all followed along well with that one. We're going to be doing some deadlifts in the next chapter. This has just become a workout tutorial now. Thanks, Kiri. Chapter 60 will be tomorrow. I'll see you then.